name is Logan Gard, and I'm interviewing Dr. Tolin for my project in Issues in American Education.
Hi.
All right, so my first question is, what is the most common form of assistive technology you see used?
In K-12 education.
In K-12 education.
Okay, just making sure I was
Yep,
right. Yep. So I don't know if there's a most common form. In terms of the most widely used, if I had to blanket statement, would probably be any type of screen reader software, or like Microsoft has the immersive reader. That's probably the most commonly used accessibility tool right now. But I think it's really hard to say a common tool, because really, if we're using assistive technology, we should be meeting the students where they are and providing them with the services or the tech that helps them where they need to go. So I think common is hard, but probably a screen reader would be the most common.
Okay. And a screen reader would be something that reads back the text to you.
Correct.
Right?
So it's, for our students with any type of visual impairment that can't see the screen, or English language learners or low-level readers, it's reading the text out loud so that they can be heard instead of read.
Awesome. My second question is, how is assistive technology growing in the education technology area?
Yeah, I think it's just becoming more common. More people are aware of the issues that students face in terms of technology and access, whether that's physical or any type of other disability. And then I think the pervasive use of technology across the world, right? We're always connected, and I think we're seeing everyone use technology better and provide the assistance and use assistive technology, whether that's, again, screen readers or closed captioning or whatever. So those little things, I think that is slowly coming into the education space. We're just better at it.
I definitely remember you mentioning closed captioning, how that's kind of becoming more typical on YouTube and basically all the videos.
I think it's rare now to see it without it.
Sure. What is considered when evaluating the use of assistive technology?
Well, again, the end user, right, should be the number one focus. So, what does the student need to be successful? What barriers are in their way? How are we going to eliminate those barriers or reduce those barriers? So that should be it. Unfortunately, access to, if we're talking about assistive technology and software and hardware, it's usually pretty expensive. And so, of course, cost is going to go into it, and then the usability for the learner. So all those things will go into play. What do they need? How much does it cost? Can the student navigate it easily? Does it actually help? Those are the things that I would want to see in an evaluation process. Hopefully we can make it work, right? That would be the goal.
And what is assistive technology worth the price some tools can cost?
Yes. I mean, yes, and right. It's expensive, but sometimes it's expensive because it has to be, just the way that it's made, or there's not very many of them. And we talked about this, but Patents is a really cool organization in Indy that will let schools rent equipment or check it out for a little bit so they can see if it's worth actually purchasing. But I feel like every child deserves to have access, right? And so are we providing them the tools, again, whether that's software or hardware, that they need to be successful in the classroom? And every kid's education is worth it to me, but it is hard sometimes to justify costs. I know school districts will look at we're spending X thousands of dollars on one student, right?
Yeah.
It's a big ask. So unfortunately, sometimes that comes back on the parents. But
yeah, my last question was going to be about Patents. But
sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your question. But Patents is a really cool organization. They do a ton of stuff across the state, so you should check it out.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.